turn on the mic. I'll start over again. Nitya lila pravishtam vishnupar ashutarashita shishmar bhakti viranta nar. I'll start from the beginning. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Juki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Juki Jai Shishi Radha Damodar Juki Jai Shishi Yashoda Damodar Ki Jai Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashatarashata Shishimar Śrīla Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashtarashata Shishmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashtarashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Paramgurudeva Ki Jai Tadiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashtarashata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Jai Nityalila Pravishta Shishimad Śrīla Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Balabatirtha Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashutarashata Shishimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Swaparikar Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Baladev Vibhushan Prabhu Ki Jai Śrīla Vishwanath Chakravarti Ṭhākura Ki Jai Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai Ki Jai Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Pad Ki Jai Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shar Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namachay Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय सर्व अभिष्ट विरक्ति गिरिराज महाराज की जय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय जय अभिन्न वृंदावन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय जय श्री who is it? Oh, Murari Gupta, Shri Murari Gupta ki jai. What is it? I think it's his disappearance day. Todiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki jai. Jai Shri Kartik Vrat Niyam Seva ki jai. Shri Damodar Vrat ki jai. Urja Vrat ki jai. Ūrjeśvarī, Raseshwarī, Shri Vṛṣabhānu-nandinī, Shrimati Radha Ṭhākurāṇī ki jai. Jai Kartik Vrat Niyam Seva ki jai. Jai Shri Hari Naam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Jai Shri Brajmandal Parikrama ki jai. Jai Shri Hari Naam Sankirtan ki jai. The Viraha Mahotsav of Srila Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Paramgurudeva ki jai. All those participating in this festival ki jai. All over the world, I mean. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Let's see who is all here. Haribol Premavati Didi, Dandavat Pranams, Jaya Shri Didi, Satya Mataji, Krishna Mai Didi, Mayank Gupta, Janardhan Paul, Chatamai Mataji, and let's see on YouTube and Facebook, Taruni Gopi Didi, and a few other devotees. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. I'll see who you are. But thank you so much for joining our first day, our first Kartik Vrat program on this most auspicious day of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Oh, I forgot when I did Jaidwani. She was Hemantiki Rasayatra ki Jai. Jai. Sorry. Yeah. So wait, did I say Hemantiki? I meant to say Sharadiya. Jai Shri Sharadiya Rasayatra ki Jai. Sorry guys, I'm spaced out. So yeah, our program this Kartik. Now we'll start this program by going every day throughout Kartik. We're going to be singing 3 stotrams every day. And this is meant to just be a supplementary program. Sorry. Yeah, this is just meant to be a supplementary program. Maybe I should sit on this side. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be going through the Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sva-niyama Dvādaśakam, Śrīla Raghunātha Das Goswami's Sva-niyama Daśakam, and Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. And I think every third day, or maybe every third day, I'm going to do a memorization practice of Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. So if that's something that you would like to try to do during this Kartik, is memorize the verses of Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam, then you can start now. I have all the resources for memorizing the verse on my website, Vine of Devotion. I've already done like 3 verses or 4 verses, like memorization practice and all that, but you can find everything on vineofdevotion.com. At the top there, I have, you'll see, it'll say Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam at the very, very top. And yeah, so we'll be going through those 3 stotrams and also memorizing the verses of Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. Whenever you memorize a verse, you can share it, your recitation of the verse, in our WhatsApp group. And you'll find the links to everything on my website, vineofdevotion.com. So, but since today is the very first day we're commencing this program, I think it's always important to commence with a Mangala Charan. So I wasn't even planning on doing this, but I think it would be best if we do that. So I'm going to just open up Mangala Charan here. 1 second, let me just, where is it? Where would I find it? Okay, I know. I'll just go to the songbook files. Laid out. Here it is. Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rādhā Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitangscha Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Just doing a very short Mangala Charan. O vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namne gauratvishe namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vṛṣabhānu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Oh, we have to do the Radha Damodar Pranam mantra. Where is it? Sorry, guys. Let me just find it really quick. It will be in song files. Mangala Charan, Pranam mantras for Kṛṣṇa. There it is. Okay. All right. Oh no, I think it might be in Pranam mantras for Radha Kṛṣṇa. Oh, where is it? Sorry, guys. Oh. I think it's here. There it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Angasha. Well, I'll make it bigger. This is the prayer to sing every day during Kārtika. This is to Shishi Radha Damodar. Angashama lima chata birabito mandi kritendi varam jadyam jagurarochisam vidadatang patambarasya shriya vrindaranya vilasinam ridilasa dhamabhiramodaram radha skanda niveshito jalabhujam Dhyayema Damodaram. This is from Rupa Goswami's Stavamala. It's just on its own in the Stavamala. I'll read the translation. He says, his dark bodily luster eclipses that of a blue lotus, and his brilliant yellow garments rebuke the radiance of golden kumkum. He revels in pastimes in Vrindavan. His chest is beautified by a splendid Vaijayanti garland, and his splendorous left hand rests upon the shoulder of Shri Radha. I meditate upon that Shri Damodar. Vrindayai Tulasi Devai Priyayai Keśavasya cha Krishna Bhakti Pradedevi Sattvatai Namo Namaha. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And today, since today is the disappearance day of Śrīla Bhakti-Vedanta Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, my Paramgurudeva, we'll recite his pranam mantras. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Acharya Singharupine Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Iti Namine Attimartya Charitraya Swashritanang Chapaline Jiva Dukhe Sadartaya Shri Nama Premadayine Gaurashraya Vigrahaya Krishna Kamaikacharine Rupanuga Prabharaya Vinodeti Sarupine Prabhupadantarangaya Sarvasargunashaline Mayavaratamoghnaya Vedantarta Vide Namaha. Oh, just noticed a mistake. It's no long A in Mayavad. Okay. I'll read the translation. I offer pranam to the lion-like Acharya, Om Vishnupad Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. His character and activities are supramundane, and he protects and nurtures those who take shelter of him. He is always aggrieved to see the suffering of the living entities, and he bestows love for Sri Nam. He is the shelter of love for Gauranga, and his every action is solely to fulfill the desires of Sri Kṛṣṇa. He is best among the followers of Srila Rupa Goswami, and his internal identity is that of Vinod Manjari. He is an intimate associate of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and he is endowed with all auspicious qualities. He eradicates the darkness of Mayavad and knows the true meaning of Vedanta. I offer pranam to him. Jai Srila Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. All right, so our program today, we will, I guess first we'll go through the stotrams that we're singing every day throughout Kartik, these 3 stotrams. And as I said before, this is meant to supplement your own Kartik Vrat. So we're not singing the main Kartik Vrat kirtans, which is like, Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavaraj, Nandana-daśakam, Damodarashtakam, Kṛṣṇa Devantam Vande, Radhe Jaya Madhavadaite. We're not singing those. So you can sing those on your own. This is just meant to be an extra program, like extra add-on to your own Kartik Vrat. So we'll sing these 3 stotrams, and then we will read the glories of Srila. Well, first we'll read Harikatha by Srila Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. We'll read an article, A True Experience of Separation. And then we will read glorifications by his godbrothers, by his disciples. We'll read until 8:30. And then at 8:30, Subhalsaka Brahmachari, he will do an arati for Srila Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So then I will go inside our temple room here, bring my laptop, and then we can all sing the Paramgurudeva arati song. So let's begin. Let me just, and what we're going to, these 3 stotrams that we're going to be singing, I added them onto Vine of Devotion just now. So you can find it. Thank God she's sitting down. Okay. Yeah, so you can find it on vineofdevotion.com. At the very top, it says, I think it says like our Kartik stotrams or something, like our daily stotrams. So, all right. Wait, let me make sure noise suppression is turned off. Okay. All right. All right. So sharing my screen. Now, if you go to, we'll use my website for this. Hari Bol Janardhan Prabhu. Okay, so go to vineofdevotion.com. See, look. See, it says at the top here, our daily Kartik Stotras 2024. And also here's the Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam study guide if anybody wants to memorize those verses. So it's at the top of the screen here. All right. 1 second. Just clicking on this. And these translations are all a work in progress, so I'm going to be regularly updating them. Don't share these around because they're not totally finished. I'm preparing this for the songbook. Okay. So first, the Sva-niyama Dvādaśakam by Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. And he's praying. And all throughout these months of Kartik, I'm going to explain 1 verse every day from these stotrams. Or maybe I'll do 2 verses sometimes. I don't know. We'll see. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, birth after birth, may I have deep attachment, rati, to Śrī Gurudev, to Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu, to the delineations of pure bhakti as taught by him, to the holy places where the pastimes of Śrī Sachinandan unfold, such as Śrī Navadip, to my Diksha mantras, to the dear names of Hare, to the sacred days of Hare such as Ekadashi, to the saintly followers of Śrī Rupa, the Rupanugas, and to the scriptures Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Śrī Shukadeva Goswami. What's the meter? Wait, I'm trying to think of how to do the meter with the mridanga. Guru Shri Gaurange Yarudita subhakti prakarane shachi sunor lila vikasita sutirte nijamano Harer namni preshte Harititi shurupanu gajane shuka prokte shastre pratijani mamastam kalurati. I'm just going to read the translations for this first one, and then I won't read the translations for the next two. For the next two stotrams, I mean. In the forest of Vrindavan, which is richly endowed with madhur ras, the personification of all ras, Shri Kṛṣṇa, perpetually gives pleasure, in other words, the bliss of service, to his supreme Shakti Shri Rādhā, the personification of the topmost ras, Vipralambha ras. That very same Kṛṣṇa, appearing as Shachinandan in Goda, teaches the method of his own worship. May he always remain my Lord, birth after birth. Sada vrindaranye madhura rasadanye rasamaya parang shaktim radham paramarasamurtim ramayati sachaivayam Kṛṣṇo nija bhajana mudran upadishan shachi sunor gode pratijani mamastam prabhuvara. Renunciation, that vairagya, that does not arise from bhakti, is not acceptable to me. Nor is knowledge, gyan, that does not recognize the distinctive traits of consciousness, such as personhood, pastimes, etc. For such knowledge is mere deception. I have no desire to perform Ashtanga Yoga, in which there is no bliss arising from rendering service to Sri Hari. May I thus attain profuse service to Shri Radha Krishna as both my means and goal. Na vairagyam grahayam bhavati nahi yar bhakti janitam tatha jnanam bhanam chitti adi vishesham namanute spriha me nashtange hari bhajana sokhyam nahi yatas tato radha Krishna prachura paricharya bhavatu me. May I always reside in Sachinandan's sacred land, Sri Navadvip Dham, in a humble cottage beneath a tree suitable for Vraja Bhajan. I would never live in any other place in this world, not even in a grand palace or temple fit for sages and demigods, no matter how thrilling or overflowing with wealth and opulence it may be. Oh wait, I forgot to sing it. Kutire pikshudre vraja bhajana yoge tarutale shachi sunostirte bhavatu nitarang me nivasate nachanyatra kshetre vibuddha gana sevye pulakito vasami prasade vipula dhana rajanvita iha. I have no attachment to the Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, etc. Nor do I have any affinity whatsoever to the regulations of the ashrams, like Brahmacharya, Grihastha, and so on. I have absolutely no interest in either pious duties, dharma, in this world, or impious acts, adharma. Yet, until now, this material body has been sustained by the duties, by the dharmas associated with Varna and ashram. For this reason, I now desire only those dharmas that support pure bhajan. Na varne saktir me, na khalu mamata hyashrama vido, na dharme, mama ratiri haste kvachirapi, parang tatta dharme mama jara sharire dhritamidam ato dharman sarvan subhajana sahayam abhilashe. Oops, sorry. Embracing the qualities of deep humility, simplicity, tolerance in all circumstances, respect for others, and compassion. My practice of austerity is only in relation to the service of Sri Hari's lotus feet. I might change that part of it. The conduct taught by devotees fully dedicated, the sadachar, taught by devotees fully dedicated to the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as revealed in the ambrosial scriptures describing his infallible pastimes, is my code of conduct. That is my sadachar. We have to sing this song. Sudainyam saralyam sakala sahanamana dadanam dayam swikritya shri haricharana seva mamatapa sadacharo some prabhupada pararya samudita prabhoschaitanya syakshaya charita piyusha kritishu. I have no attraction for the realm of Vaikuntha, nor for material activities. I never desire, not even for a moment, to attain impersonal liberation. Although Sri Hari's other pastimes...
Could you try again?
Oops, sorry. Although Sri Hari's other pastimes are purifying, those pastimes that are bereft of the bliss of Vraj and that have no connection to Sri Radha bring me no happiness whatsoever. Quite a bold statement there, huh? Sorry, just making it bigger so you can see it better. Okay. Na Vaikunthe Raje na cha vishaya karye mama ratir na nirvane mokshe mama matiri haste kshanamapi vrajanandaranyar dhare vilasitam pavanamapi katanchin mam radhan vaya virahitam no sukhayati. My wife, daughters, sons, mother, and friends are not at all related to me if they have no deep affection for Sri Hari, his devotees, and bhakti. Accepting food from non-devotees or materialistic people is a fault which leads to downfall. If I associate with such people, how will I gain success in Hari Bhajan? Name patni kanya tanaya janani bandhu nichaya haro bhakte bhakto nakhalu yadite shamsu mamata Aya bhakta namana grahanamapi dosho vishainam katang tesham sagadhari bhajana siddhir bhavati me. A person may keep a great distance from those blinded by mundane logic, engrossed in material pleasures, averse to Kṛṣṇa, and attached to impersonal liberation. But if that person arrogantly worships Govinda without Rādhā, I will not go near him, not even for a moment. This is my firm vow. Asatar karandan jada sukha paran Kṛṣṇa vimukhan nirvana saktan satatam ati dure pariharan aradam govindam bhajati nitarang dambikataya tarabhyase kintu kshanamapi nayami vratamidam. Sustaining this material life with the Lord's remnant, with the Lord's prasadi items, such as grains, milk, and other foodstuffs, clothing, and utensils. Having no attachment to worldly things and matters, I will reside in the land of my mistress, Navadip or Rādhā Kund. So actually, Navadip is the land of Srimati Radhika. He says, I will reside in the land of my mistress, my heart joyful in the service, in the bhajan of the divine couple. At the time of my demise, I shall relinquish this body at the feet of devotees who are fully immersed in serving the lotus feet of the divine couple. Prasadana kshira. Oops, one second. Prasadana kshira shana vasana patradi biraham padarthar nirvahya vyavahritim asangam kuvishaye vasan isha kshetre jugala bhajana nandita manas tano mokshe kale yuga pada parana padatale. Okay, we're almost at the end. He who expertly follows the instructions of Sri Shachinandan and, in the forests of Raj, wholeheartedly and constantly performs bhajan of Srimati Radhika, who is the supreme abode of worship, who is the supreme object of worship, and who is immersed in Kṛṣṇa ras. I shall, with a steadfast heart, joyfully drink and carry upon my head the nectar of his feet, offering him my heartfelt obeisances every day. Shachi suno ragya grahana chaturo yo Vṛṣabhānu pararadang radam bhajati nitaram Kṛṣṇa rasikam ahang te tat padam ritamanu naishtikamana vaheyam vahipitva shirasi chamudasannati yuta. Service to Sri Hari is my eternal inherent dharma, but due to a close connection with Mahamaya, I have fallen into the ocean of suffering. By daily adhering to my vows with firm devotion, I shall rise above this ocean. This is very important. Also, especially for during Kārtika Vrat, we should remember this. Today we're making a vrat, right? We're making a sankalpa on this first day of Kārtika, and so, and our sankalpa is to follow certain niyams, certain rules and regulations. And we're making some vows, but my only support in this is the mercy of the Vaishnavas, who can destroy all illusion. So Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, by daily adhering to my vows with firm devotion, I shall rise above this ocean, and my only support in this is the mercy of the Vaishnavas, who can destroy all illusion. Hare dasyam dharmo mama tu chirakalam prakriti. Sorry, let me try that again. Hare dasyam dharmo mama tu chirakalam prakritito mahamaya yogar abhinipatita dukha jalado ito yasyam yurdvang Sva-niyama suratya pratidinam sahayom me matram vitata dalani Vaishnava kripa. Okay, now the benediction verse, the last verse. Anyone who, with strong faith, recites these self-imposed rules composed by a worthless soul, and offers their heart to Yugala Roop. Yugala Roop refers to Śrī Govardhana, who is the combined form of Rādhā and Kṛṣṇa, or it can also mean to their dear Śrī Rupa, Śrī Rupa. That person will surely attain a place in Vrajadham, perform bhajan of Shri Radha Kṛṣṇa, and, following their manjari, engage in various services. Kritang kena pietat svabhajana vido Sva-niyamakam patir yo vishraddha priya yugala ruper pitamana vraje Radha Kṛṣṇa bhajati kila samprapya nilayam swamanjarya paschat vivida varivasyam sakurute. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sva-niyama Dvādaśakam ki Jai. Okay, now these other two stotrams, we're not going to read the translation, we'll just sing it through. But we will, I'm hoping that by the end of this program, we will become familiar with the meanings, the meanings of all the Sanskrit words and everything, of all these stotrams that we're singing. That's why I'm going to be explaining them every day, except for today. Guru, so this is by Śrīla Raghunātha Gosvāmī. And we can see that Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sva-niyama Dvādaśakam was very much inspired by this Daśakam. Like, it's very similar, so many of them, so many of the parts. Guru mantre nami Prabhu Varashachi Garbha Japade Sarupe Shirupe Gana Yujita Diya Pratamaje Kirindre Gandharva Sarasi Madhupuryam Vrajavane Vraje Bhakte Koshta Laishu Param Astang Mamarati. Oh, Sada Radha Kṛṣṇa Chala Ratula Kela Stala Yugam Vrajang Santya Jaita Yuga Virahito Trutemapi Punardvara Vatyam Yadupatim Api Prodavi Bhavai Spurantam Tarvacha Pinchana. Let me start. Swaru Spurantam Tarvacha Pichana Hichala Mikshitumapi. This is my first time ever reciting this. Gaton Madai Radha Spurati Harina Shlishta Hridaya Sputam Dvaravatyam Iti Adishrino Me Shruti Tate Tadaham Tatraivo Dhatamati Patami Vrajapura Samurdiya Svanta Dikagati Kharget Drad api Javad. I will fly to Dwarka faster than Garuda. If I ever hear that Srimati Radhika is there being embraced to Sri Hari's chest there. Anadi sadirva paturati mriduva pratipada pramilat karunya praguna karuna hina itiva mahavaikuntesha dika ihanaro vavrajapatir ayam sunur goshte pratijani mamastang prabhuvara. Yes, Satyamataji, did you raised your hand?
Good, Haribol. So this subscribe button is in the way. Is there any way to move that away?
No, I can't remove it, unfortunately, because I'm just on my website right now, and I zoomed everything in. But that's why I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm keep on moving it up so it doesn't block it.
All right.
I'll use a Word document next time, but I just was not. I was very busy this morning, so.
That's fine. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Ajande radheti spurada vidhaya sikta jananya naya sakam Kṛṣṇam bhajati ya iha prema namita param prakshalya taj charana kamale taj jalamaho muda pitva shashvach chirasi chavahami pratidinam parityakta preyo jana samudayar bardam asudhir durandho nirandrang kadana bharavarabdo say. Let me try this again. Durando nirandram kadana bharavardho nipatita trinam dantar drishtva chatubirabhyachedya kripaya swayam Śrī Gandharva swapada nalinantam nayatumam. Sorry, I'm messing up so much. Vrajotpanna kshira shana vasana patra dibiraham padartar nirvahya vyavahritim adambam Sva-niyama vasami shakunde girikula vare chaiva samaye marishetu preshte sarasi khalu jivadi purata. This is very similar to Bhaktivinoda Thakur's verse. Spura Lakshmi Vraja Vijayi Lakshmi Bharala Sarva Pushi Gandharva No, I think I'm missing a part. I don't know. Yikes. I don't know what happened here. Anyways, whatever. Spura Lakshmi Vraja Vijayi Lakshmi Bharala Sarva Pushi. Yeah, there's a word missing. Spura Lakshmi. I have to look at the original. Let's just see. Where is it? Sva-niyama dāśakam. Here. What verse is it? It's verse 10. It's the second to the last verse. Okay. It seems to be missing here as well. Okay, anyhow. Spura Lakshmi Vraja Vijayi Lakshmi Baralasar Vapushi Gandharva Smaranikara Devyar Giri Brito Vidhasye Kunjado Vivida Varivasya Sarabhasham Rahashirupakya Priyatama Janasya Vacharama. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, last verse. Kritam kena pietan Nijaniyama shangshistabamimam Patid yo vishrada Priya yugala ruper pitamana Tridam goshte hrishto Vasati vasatim prapya samaye Muda Rādhā Kṛṣṇa Bhajati sahite naiva sahita. Jai. Śrīla Raghunātha Gosvāmi's Sva-niyama dāśakam ki Jai. It's exactly the same verse meter and same amount of verses as Manashiksha. Actually, no, Manashiksha has one more verse. Okay, now the Śrī Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. Actually, maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. There, okay. Oops. I gave titles for each one of these verses as well, so you can see. Nijapati bhuja danda Kshatra bhavam prapadya pratihatamada-drishto danda devendra garva atula pritula shaila shreni bhupam priyamene janikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam pramadhamadana lila kandare kandare te rachayati navayuno shakshinim dvandvam asmin amandam iti kila kalanartham lagnakastadvayorme nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam anupamamani vedi ratna singhasanorvi ruhajaradharasano droni sangeshurangai sahabala sakhi bisan khelayan swapriyangne nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam rasanidhi navayuno shakshinim danakeler tuti parimala vidham shama vedim prakashya rasika varakulanam modamaswalayan me nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam haridaitam apurvam radhika kundamatma priyasakamiha kanthe narmana lingya gupta navayuva yuga khelas tatra pashyan raho me nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam stala jala tala shashpar bhuruhachchayayacha pratiparamanukalam hanta samvardayanga trijagati nijagotram sarthakam khyapayan me nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam surapati krita dirga drohato goshtaraksham tava navagriharupa syantare kurvataiva agabakari punochar dattamana drutame nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam Giri nripa haridasa Shreni varyeti namamritamidam uditam Shri Radhika vaktra chandrat Vrajanavati lakatve Klipta vedai sputame nijanikatani vasam Tehi govardhanatam Nija jana yuta Rādhā Kṛṣṇa maitri rasakta vrajanara pashupakshi vrata sokyaikadatta aganita karunatvan mamuri kritya tantam nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatam nirupari karunena Śrī nandanena tvaikapati shatotpi tvat priyenarpitosmi iti khalu mama yogya tam tam agrinnan nijanikatani vasam dehi govardhanatam rasadadaśakamasya Śrīla Govardhanasya Kshitidhara Kula Bhartur Ya Prayatna Dadhite Sasapari Sukaresmin Vasamasadya Shakshat Shubhada Yugala Seva Ratnam Apnoti Turnam Nijanikatani Vasam Tehi Govardhanatam nijanikatani vasam tehi govardhanatvam Jaya Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Vrindavana Govardhana, Jaya Vrindavana, Jaya Rādhā Kunda, Jaya Śyāma Kunda, Rādhā Kunda, Jaya Śyāma Kunda. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhana Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki Jai, Jai. All right, Hare Krishna. So now we will read an article by Srila Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. We'll see how long it takes. Today, since it's the first day, today will be a bit of a longer program. So if anybody needs to go at any time here on Zoom, there's no worries because it's being streamed on YouTube. So if you'd like to leave now and watch the rest later, you're totally, that's totally possible. Yeah. And I don't know how long this article is going to take, but at 8:30, Subal Brahmachari, he's going to start the arti for my Paramgurudeva. So then I'll bring the computer. We can all sing together the arti for Srila Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And then if we haven't finished reading by that time, then we could also read a little bit more after the arti. All right. 1 second. Let me just... Okay. Oh, and the article that we're going to be reading right now, sorry. The article that we're going to be reading right now is on vineofdevotion.com also. So, and I also made a good quality recording of it. So, if you want to see that, yeah, you can just go to vineofdevotion.com and type in a true experience of separation. I think if you just type in separation, it will come up. Okay. Actually, I'm going to find it right now because I'm going to use a website to read it. Where is it? Okay. So search. Let's see if it comes up if I type in separation. Yes, see? A true experience of separation. This is from a speech given by Shishimad Bhakti Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja on the disappearance day of Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Mahārāja at Udharan Gaudiya Math, Chunchura on 5th December 1952. And you can hear a good quality recording of it here. Okay, so. Appearance and disappearance have the same purpose. The Vaishnavas' appearance in this world and their disappearance from it are one and the same. Both their arrival in this world and departure from it signify their mercy. Compelled by mercy, they come to this world. And it is for mercy's sake that they also leave it. All of the activities of Vaishnavas are imbued with mercy. Vaishnava Charitra Sarvada Pavitra, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes. The life and character of Vaishnavas are pure in all respects. Imparting divine bliss is the purpose of their lives. Still, those gripped by misfortune and compelled by temporal pleasures perceive their lives to be devoid of any joy. This is but the influence of Maya. If we think that Vaishnav Thakur has departed from this world and dropped us in an ocean of sorrow, then we are attributing fault to his character. But why would he inflict pain upon us? He does not know how to give pain to... He doesn't even know how to give pain to anyone. This is why the term Viraha Utsav, a festival of separation, came to be used in Vaishnav literature. We say a festival, we say it's an utsav. We don't say the day of mourning separation from the Vaishnavas. No, it's the festival of separation. The word utsav refers to that which yields happiness, happiness and love, not joylessness or sorrow. The Vaishnav's purpose for appearing in this world is not temporal. It has not even a shadow of impermanence. The Vaishnavas are eternal, and their practices are also eternal. Their appearance ensures the distinct speciality of their disappearance, and their disappearance increases the sweet charm of their advent. The sweetness of their appearance and the magnanimity displayed in their disappearance manifest in this world the literature and chronicles of Vaishnava saints. This literature is the blossoming of Shabda Brahma, the divine word, where the filthy shadow of the ordinary word cannot penetrate. Srila Prabhupada is Siddhanta Saraswati. Siddhanta meaning the perfect conclusion, and Saraswati meaning the goddess of knowledge. That is to say, he is the elaboration of the inner conception of the divine temple of the Vaishnav message. Today is Srila Prabhupada's holy disappearance day. We do not attribute any sort of fault to this holy day or view Srila Prabhupada's suprahuman auspicious activities negatively. With great respect, Śrī Govardhana Samiti welcomes this occasion, this titi, every year. It is a matter of great delight that again, this year you have all eagerly assembled to worship this day. Vaikuntha Darshan. To view happiness and distress equally is actually Vaikuntha Darshan. In such Vaikuntha Darshan, one perceives uniformity in every object and entity. At the same time, this equality is full of distinctiveness. In other words, everything is equal in Vaikuntha. There's no such thing. There's like, this is good and this is bad. This is better and this is worse, and like that. Everything is, There's uniformity in every object and entity. But at the same time, there's distinctiveness. It's not just that everything is one. Everything might be of an equal level, but not everything's one. This equality is full of distinctiveness. Worldly inequities are not found in the divine realm. In this world, happiness and distress are opposites. In the transcendental world, these same conflicting forces produce a divine mutual uniformity, replete with unique specialities. Happiness and sadness dwell either side of a single path. Isn't that amazing? Happiness and sadness dwell either side of a single path. They advance from opposite directions at the same pace till they meet at a point in the middle. This middle ground is called Sambhoge Vipralambha, separation in meeting, and Vipralambe Sambhog, meeting in separation. Śrī Gaurasundar himself is the presiding deity of this juncture. Avirbhav and Tirobhav are the representations of Sambhog and Vipralamba. Avirbhav, we know this, that appearance and disappearance are the representations of meeting and separation. The apprehension of separation experienced at the moment of meeting increases the intensity of union. The deeper the worry of impending separation that arises in one's heart during meeting, the sweeter the burgeoning flavor of meeting. Likewise, the more acute the impact of meeting, the more the endless current of Vipralamba Ras inundates the heart with separation. Such phenomena are illuminated in the life and character of supremely liberated personalities. Sadness in the absence of a Vaishnav does not constitute separation from him. This article is just full of so many really heavy, powerful points. Yeah. Sadness in the absence of a Vaishnav does not constitute separation from him. We were attracted by Srila Prabhupada's supramundane potency, and we narrate his supramundane activities through kirtan. Not everyone's concept or perception of the supramundane is the same. One can only grasp a supramundane character to the extent that one is immersed in a supramundane disposition. Our tendency to be self-indulgent, our thirst to gratify the senses, and our desire to search for happiness do not facilitate a grasp of the supramundane conception. Whatever longing and separation, whatever viraha we may express via the above-mentioned impulses, is but a reflection of enjoyment, bhog. Whatever longing and separation via the above-mentioned impulses is but a reflection of bhog, enjoyment. The displeasure we experience when our enjoyment is curtailed cannot be called viraha. If that were the case, then the antonyms of bhog, which are tyag, abstinence, and vairagya, detachment, those would be referred to as viraha. Though abstinence and detachment appear spontaneously in the character of one who is experiencing separation, they do not constitute viraha in and of themselves. We experience separation when our pleasure is obstructed. As we beheld Srila Prabhupada's charming, handsome figure, his sweet, gentle smile, his simple and generous dealings, his world-conquering, unparalleled scholarship, his natural inclination to constantly speak Harikatha and perform kirtan and other such qualities, we became enchanted by him. We delighted in his compassion and affectionate ways. Even veteran intellectuals were exceedingly delighted by his views and reasoning. It is only natural, therefore, that those who are enchanted by all these qualities of Srila Prabhupada and drawn to him should now experience sadness in his absence. But I want to say that this is an experience of thwarted pleasure rather than viraha. Gurudev was a good person. His dealings were nice. He used to help us so much and make us so happy. That is why we liked him so much. The sadness we now feel in his absence because we are not getting those things is merely kamana, lust or desire, and bhog, enjoyment. Separation is only experienced through self-surrender. Isn't it amazing how my Paramgurudeva always cuts through all the crap? Just whatever, it's just... Okay, separation is only experienced through self-surrender. From the moment of our birth, we carry out our life according to various notions of good and bad, as dictated by our previous karma. We derive much of this conception of morality from our atmosphere and environment. From this assortment of acquired tendencies, we create certain perceptions of sainthood, which in reality are not sainthood. Sainthood is determined by service attitude. As long as there is service, seva, there is devotion, there is bhakti. The mundane atmosphere and environment have no authority over bhakti or seva. The moment Srila Prabhupada saw a tendency for devotion or service in a person, he would reveal his identity to him. Otherwise, his identity was always concealed from the external world. The dominant characteristic of bhakti is sharanagati, or surrender. Sharanagati is to relinquish our presumed identity or the idea that we belong to ourselves. Srila Prabhupada informed us, one will have to become a devotee and one will have to obtain bhakti. One will receive Gurudev's genuine mercy to the extent that one has offered him oneself. We hope to derive happiness and comfort from our relatives and friends. We wished for these things even from Srila Prabhupada, and received them also. But those factors do not produce a true experience of separation. It is surrender of the self, Atma Samarpan, that determines separation. Atma Samarpan means to fully offer what one considers to be I and mine. That is why to hope for any sort of worldly possession, ideology, or action from Gurudev is not characteristic of Atma Nivedan. Bhakti is to instantly offer whatever we happen to think is ours to the lotus feet of Śrī Gurudev. A person could wonder, why is it not Atma Nivedan to get something from Gurudev and offer it back to him? But what is the point of taking something from Guru and giving it back? In accounting terms, this is much the same as a deposit and withdrawal. In other words, one might think, since I gave my everything to Gurudev, my balance went to 0. I then took 1,000 rupees from him, which brought my balance to 1,000. Again, I gave those 1,000 coins to Gurudev, and now I am left with 0. When I collected 1,000 rupees from Gurudev and returned it to him, my balance came to 0. Just as when I first surrendered everything to him, I had 0. I had nothing, 0. Like 0 plus 1,000 equals 1,000, 1,000 minus 1,000 equals 0. Though both equations are equivalent in mathematical terms, really they are not the same. If you think about it, you will see there is a huge iniquity. It is uncharacteristic of a surrendered devotee to try to solicit anything from Guru. Moreover, the Guru Sevak will have to suffer the result of any trouble his Gurudev willingly undergoes in an effort to fulfill his disciple's wish. As such, to derive personal gain from the lotus feet of Gurudev is extremely damaging for the Guru Sevak. Only the desire to nurture love for the lotus feet of Guru will destroy other aspirations and is characteristic of a surrendered soul. Only desire to nurture love for the lotus feet of Guru will destroy other aspirations and is characteristic of a surrendered soul. Understanding Śrī Gurudev's heart. Esteemed and prominent sannyasis and brahmacharis could not comprehend Srila Prabhupada's heart, despite toiling day and night. We had the opportunity to witness during his manifest. We had the opportunity to witness this during his manifest presence. What did we witness? That esteemed and prominent sannyasis and brahmacharis could not comprehend Srila Prabhupada's heart, despite toiling day and night. How can one ever understand the heart of a supramundane personality without even considering the consciousness needed to do so? The Guru Sevak's exclusive duty is to proceed in accordance with what is on Gurudev's mind, or what is in his heart. The word mana can be translated as mind or heart. We might think, Gurudev has a dire lack of funding and needs a great deal of manpower. If somehow or other we collect some money and give it to him, we may be able to grasp Prabhupada's mind. Or we conclude, festivals require a great deal of physical labor. So only if we exert ourselves physically day and night in preparing a festival will we be doing service. But if money and manpower cannot complete an immortal personality's effort to serve Kṛṣṇa, then how can they enable us to comprehend Gurudev's mind? To grasp Gurudev's mind, one will have to identify his deepest, independent inner desires and render all sorts of services accordingly. Only those who had the opportunity to flawlessly contemplate his deepest service dispositions during his manifest presence are truly blessed. imposing our own presumptions of what constitutes Sri Guru Pad Padma's service will never be considered service. Whatever efforts we make under the assumption that our perspectives are one with Gurudev's does not constitute service, but rather a kind of autosuggestion. What does autosuggestion mean? This was actually written in English, that word autosuggestion in the original article. Autosuggestion is the hypnotic or subconscious adoption of an idea that one has originated oneself. For example, through repetition of verbal statements to oneself in order to change behavior. Okay. So whatever efforts we make under the assumption that our perspectives are one with Gurudev's does not constitute service, but rather a kind of autosuggestion. We always hear so many people, oh, this is Gurudev's mood. I know, nobody else is following Gurudev. I know Gurudev's mood, like that. There is no point in imposing notions that belong to the terrestrial world on the transcendental world. By striving to do so, we deviate from the true path. Indications how to truly serve manifest in the sevak's heart from the realm of Vaikuntha. Yeah, our own ideas is not. It's indications how to truly serve manifest in the sevak's heart from the realm of Vaikuntha, not from one's mind. While assuming a proclivity to enjoy, whatever efforts we exhibit to serve are rooted in a desire for sense gratification. That's a heavy statement, huh? Because we assume a proclivity to enjoy everything. That's like always our proclivity is to enjoy whatever we're doing. We want to do it because it gives me happiness. I like to work on books because I get to learn things, and I start to learn Bengali and stuff better, and I'm able to come out with a book. And like these are all desires to enjoy. Like really, I'm not just doing it selflessly because my Guru will be happy if I do this. So whatever efforts we exhibit to serve are rooted in a desire for sense gratification. And if we try to check those tendencies, a sense of detachment sprouts that is mundane. This does not slightly constitute actual service. During Srila Prabhupada's time, we had the opportunity to witness the fact that one cannot satisfy Gurudev's heart or mind even by laboring tirelessly, day and night, with simple-hearted intent. Isn't that a bit of a shocking sentence there? Let's reread that. During Srila Prabhupada's time, we had the opportunity to witness the fact that one cannot satisfy Gurudev's mind even by laboring tirelessly, day and night, with simple-hearted intent. Only someone who understands the difference between Sri Gurudev's internal instructions and his external instructions, or his worldly guidance, and acts accordingly, can attain true auspiciousness. So really everything, this is all mentioning that the only way to actually serve is not just by exerting a lot of effort and by trying with our own brain to figure out what Gurudev wants and like that, but it actually comes from surrender. And then once we fully surrender, then indications how to truly serve manifest in the sevak's heart from the realm of Vaikuntha. It won't just be coming from our own mind, and we'll be able to understand Gurudev's manobhishta, his inner heart's desire. Every time you see the word mind here, you could also replace it with the word heart. Yeah, I already mentioned that, right? Yeah, okay. So only someone who understands the difference between Sri Gurudev's internal instructions and his external instructions, or his worldly guidance, and acts accordingly, can attain true auspiciousness. What qualities endear one to Srila Prabhupada? I love this part. This part is so powerful. Okay, so Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada had a sannyasi disciple, his name was Bhaktivilas, who is no longer present. We never observed him displaying any worldly skill in his life. Some of his peers, high-status sannyasi teachers and speakers, cast aspersions on his apparent inactivity a couple of times. Srila Prabhupada, roaring like a lion, strongly corrected them. I am a big orator. I am a very good instructor. I can captivate everyone with my classes and speeches. I have so much capability. So many people are coming to the Math due to my lectures. I am therefore a prominent and dear disciple. Srila Prabhupada never considered those with such a mentality to be exalted servants. The aptitude for bhakti is something else. It is only attained by extreme good fortune. In observing the life and conduct of Srila Prabhupada, we saw several seemingly contradictory incidents. We saw that someone conversant in all the scriptures, adored by scholars, and the veritable son of philosophical truths, had accepted a completely illiterate personality as his guru. Right? Srila Gaura Babaji Maharaj. He accepted a completely illiterate personality as his guru. We worship Prabhupada as the personification of the divine message. He is the personification of the Vani, divine message. And yet, when one of the main assistants in his Vani Vilas Lila and his preaching pastimes, a particularly bright writer, when that person was overwhelmed by a weakness of heart and suddenly left the Math to go to Dhaka, Prabhupada was not in the least perturbed. On the other hand, he would become extremely anxious if one of his servants, whose name was Panchanana and who happens to be illiterate, when that Panchanana went out of his sight for even a moment, he'd become extremely anxious. This seems quite startling and perplexing, and these two words were in English in the original article. So Paramgurudeva actually said the words startling and perplexing in his class. So this seems quite startling and perplexing. But in reality, it is not even slightly. These interactions reveal the full current of the nature of bhakti. This sentence is so powerful, this one right here. Unlimitedly greater than service to Prabhupada by moving a pen, which brought about a revolution in the world, is the service propensity of an illiterate person's heartfelt affection for him. The root fiber of the aptitude for bhakti is attachment to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. The root fiber of the aptitude for bhakti is attachment to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. And yeah, the point I get from this is really the outcome of the service doesn't matter so much. It's not like if somebody's able to accomplish big things, open up preaching centers, bring tons of devotees to the temple and produce many books, translate many things, and seemingly it's fulfilling these are all the desires of my guru, you know. But really, just a simple devotee, illiterate, doesn't have any big abilities or anything like that, and just simply peeling potatoes or like that, that is far superior to Let me just reread the sentence because it's so great. Unlimitedly greater than service to Prabhupada by moving a pen which brought about a revolution in the world is the service propensity of an illiterate person's heartfelt affection for him. The root fiber of the aptitude for bhakti is attachment to the lotus feet of Sri Guru. Also, just one point on this topic that I thought of once is that sometimes we may be used as an instrument to accomplish some kind of service. But but being an instrument, that's no like big glory or anything like that. It's we're not the doers. It's not our accomplishment or anything like that. We're just used for some purpose, and so no matter what the outcome is, that it really doesn't it's nothing, no glory on us. Like a pilot, he brought my in 1996, a pilot was a pilot of a plane was the one who brought my Gurudev to the West for the very first time, and then my Gurudev started. But is the pilot glorious because he brought? No, he was just used as an instrument to fulfill the purpose of my Gurudev. And so in the same way, any kind of mission that needs to be like in the society or anything like that, whatever we accomplish, it's no glory on us if we're able to execute it in a grand way, because we're just an instrument. But really, the only thing that matters is how much are we doing it with a desire to please Śrī Gurudev? Is my attachment to the lotus feet of pleasing Śrī Gurudev increasing? That's the only thing that matters. Doesn't matter how grand the service is. Remember, we're reading at the beginning, it said Vaikunta, in Vaikunta, everything is like there's uniformity in every object. So in every service, and every service that's related to Kṛṣṇa, even if it's washing, cleaning the steps, or cleaning the toilets, or if it's doing Archan of Ṭhakurji, it's not like there's one service that's higher and there's another service that's lower. The only thing that matters is what mood we do that service with, how much surrender we're doing it with. The characteristics of service to Guru. We have seen many exhibit a great enthusiasm for reading from the scriptures, performing kirtan, delivering lectures, writing essays and articles, and publishing books, because a hankering for material gain, worship, and prestige corrupted their minds. If in the course of serving Śrī Guru, we fail to receive something in return, at least some praise and prestige, then we stop serving him. In the name of wanting encouragement from Gurudev, we forever hanker for prestige. This in truth is not characteristic of service to Guru or surrender. The more one is attached to Gurudev, the more one qualifies as his servant. The more one is attached to Gurudev, the more one qualifies as his servant. We receive instruction from the following song of the Mahajans. Vishaye je priti ebe, achaye amara, she mata priti ho, charane tomara. May I love you the way I now love the objects of the senses. I love that verse. May I love you the way I now love the objects of the senses. If we could only just love Kṛṣṇa as much as we loved the objects of the senses, then we'd attain perfection. We regard the illusory objects of the senses as ours. Our attachment to them is such that if they leave our field of vision for a mere moment, we feel extreme discomfort. I definitely feel that when I'm missing my phone, if I think I lost it, I freak out. Oh my God, did I lose my phone? Where is it? How can we possibly attain Bhagavan's mercy if we do not develop that sense of possessiveness for the things that are used in the service of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas? I already mentioned this example once, but just an example of that is when Srila Bhaktivinoda Bharati Gosvāmī Mahārāja, his servant Nartam Prabhu, he was hanging up his clothes, and then he came back with the clothes, and then Srila Bharati Maharaj counted the clothespins, and there was one missing, and he was very disturbed about that. And Nartam Prabhu was like, "We can just buy more clothespins," but this is a symptom of a pure devotee. Is that, how can we possibly attain Bhagavan's mercy if we do not develop that sense of possessiveness for the things that are used in the service of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas? So these pins were the Lord's property to be used for his service, and now that pin was missing. So then that's what made him, So if the belongings of Hari, so this is how a bogus person thinks. If the belongings of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas are getting destroyed, so be it, as long as my own belongings are fine. This sort of disposition is not considered indicative of a service mentality. A true servant of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas thinks, this sentence is so intense. Okay. Let all the resources of this illusory world go to ruin, but I will not let even a single particle of any object that is used in the service of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas be destroyed. Complete, and now he's going to explain this point. let all the resources of this illusory world go to ruin, but I will not let even a single particle of any object that is used in the service of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas be destroyed. Now he's going to explain what complete and incomplete objects. Once Srila Prabhupada, whose appearance day it is today, was in Bahramganj, a town in the Faridpur district, now Bangladesh, giving a lecture to an assembly of thousands of people. Sorry, it was in Bangladesh, whatever. He was delivering a lecture to an assembly of thousands of people. In that lecture to thousands of people, he said, I can support the destruction of millions of conditioned souls in order to protect a single cowrie belonging to Bhagavan. And a cowrie is, I think it's like a shell that's worthless, so it's a flattened yellowish shell of the money cowrie, formerly used as money in parts of Africa and the Indo-Pacific area. And it's just like negligible. It's like very worthless. You know, real wealth was not the shells. It was gold and silver like that. But cowrie is just useless. So it's like a penny, you know. So I can support the destruction of millions of conditioned souls in order to protect a single cowrie belonging to Bhagavan. This was 32 years ago. When I heard this, tremendous agitation took over my heart. What had I just heard in an open assembly from the mouth of this great personality? He had been a vegetarian all his life and had firmly vowed to establish all living entities in the transcendent laws of non-violence. This struck me as extremely revolting. But in truth, it was a profound statement that captured the essence of the Vedas, Vedanta, and Upanishads. Books dealing with mathematics state that +1 is greater than minus any large amount, it's greater than minus any large amount or infinity. That is, millions and millions of negative integers are still less than a single positive one. Similarly, this illusory world is constructed of transience and deficiency. Therefore, it is always a negative quantity. On the other hand, the transcendental realm beyond this earth is whole. In that place, a single grain of sand is whole and complete. No illusory deficiency can enter that realm. It follows then that a single cowrie belonging to Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas is a whole and complete object, and infinitely greater than billions and billions of imperfect entities in this destitute material realm. Indeed, this teaching has been verily exhibited in the supramundane life of one from the transcendental world. There is no shortage of correlations of this truth in this world either. A king or leader of a nation does not hesitate to sacrifice the lives of hundreds of thousands of soldiers to fulfill his own aims. Commanders and soldiers sacrifice their very lives to fulfill their leaders' wishes. Love for the Vaishnavas and service to them. Just see what the life of a soldier entails. For a meager monthly stipend that facilitates a bit of fleeting mundane pleasure for his spouse, children, parents, siblings, and friends, he is ready and willing to relinquish his own life. In a moment, he can abandon the love and attachment of his mother, father, and relatives, and is determined to give his life. To what extent do we do that for Sri Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas? The love of sadhus, Guru, and Vaishnavas affords us the wealth of true happiness for all time. Yet we are not prepared to accept even a drop of difficulty for their sake, not to speak of giving up our life for them. Is this the sign of a servant of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas? How magnanimous, how tranquil, how great are the hearts of those who do not hesitate even slightly to relinquish their own life for the service of Vaishnavas. At the moment of truth, we can assess how much love a sevak has for Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. If someone among us were to contract a contagious or infectious disease, then we would realize the extent of our love for Vaishnavas. We would not think twice before immediately abandoning that Vaishnav and going as far away as possible for fear of contracting the disease or losing our own life, thus revealing the degree of our attachment to this package of pus, blood, and flesh, which today or after 100 years will certainly perish. We are always saying in discourses, recitations, and kirtan that this body is nothing and this mind is nothing. But in reality, that is all we deem important. If what we say is not matched by what we do, then we are wasting our words and misleading people. And what is the use of that? Adherence to the truth is a preeminent quality of a Vaishnava. We are always saying that we must give our life to the Vaishnavas. We must offer our everything to the Vaishnavas. And whatever we do, we must do for the service of the Vaishnavas. Will all this remain confined in a mere arrangement of words? Once a person stood ready to give his life for the service of the Vaishnavas, and then some heretic hindered him, and he fell down. This too we have witnessed. This morning you heard the song Jaya Re Jaya Re Jaya Paramahamsa Mahashaya. You must always note the event indicated in the following line. And our Paramgurudeva, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he was like one of the main people in this. Anyways, we'll see. Kuliyate pashandira atyachara koilo jara dāsa bara dosha kama kori. You forgave the rogues of Kuliya despite the atrocities they committed. Now it says, I am remembering the incident in Kuliya hinted at in this couplet. It was during Sri Navadvip Dham Parikrama. To test his servitor's propensity to serve, and this is how the article ends, by the way, I'm getting very close to the end now. So to test his servitor's propensity to serve, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada, who is on his way to Champahati with a large group of pilgrims, arrived at Navadvip Kuliya town. That was some 25 years ago. At the time, Śrīla Prabhupada's preaching of pure Vaishnava Dharma exposed the religious exploitation and corruption of Kuliya's blasphemous hypocrites and provoked their hatred. They came up with a plot and unleashed a horrendous atrocity against him in the Parikrama party at Prodhamatala. Calamities vanish by the mere will of the Vaishnavas. But the prime purpose for the Acharya's appearance is to reveal to the world the glories of Sevya, the served, and Sevak, the servant. Therefore, in the midst of the destructive dance of Kali, Śrīla Prabhupada hid himself in a liquor merchant's house and examined his Sevak's anguish and attachment in relation to him. And we've all heard this story, right? How they got ambushed by a bunch of gundas and all sorts of people hired gundas like that. And people started throwing bricks, glass, hot water, all sorts of things like that at the devotees. And they were going to try to kill Śrīla Prabhupada or catch him and beat him or something. And so at that time, Śrīla Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he hid in a right there's some liquor merchants there, and he managed to get in there with my Paramgurudeva. In this terrible situation, apart from one or two persons, all of Śrīla Prabhupada's renowned so-called servants fled for their lives. Thousands of thugs had surrounded the house where Śrīla Prabhupada had taken refuge. In that moment, one of his servants, and that's himself, he's referring to himself here, but he's not mentioning his name. But in that moment, one of his servants exchanged garments with Śrīla Prabhupada, extricated him from the ring of thugs closing in on them, and safely brought him in disguise back to Mayapur. So my Paramgurudeva, at that time, he was wearing white cloth, and but he took the sannyas cloth and danda of Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he tried to pretend to be, he pretended to be him, disguised himself as him, so that he would get killed. Perilous circumstances reveal the true nature of a Guru Sevak. Those who are famous in the world as Guru Preshta, as dear to Guru, or Prabhu Prishta, cherished by Prabhupada, or Acharya Prishta, the Acharya's dearest, who never hesitated to introduce themselves as his exclusively dedicated associates, or who wanted to take pride in being managers of the Mat mission and his primary assistants, did not show up in that evil hour to display the pinnacle of service to Guru. A Guru Sevak's exclusive duty is to give his life in the service of his Guru. Do not maintain a conception that such pastimes of the Acharya are indicative of his being a mere mortal. Events like these are in fact serve to reveal his superhuman glory. You may recall hearing of a similar event in the life of Acharya Śrī Ramanuja. A Shaiva king became so envious of his effective preaching of Vaishnava Dharma that he tried to kill him. Acharya Śrī Ramanuja's devoted and prominent disciple Acharya Kuresh then saved his guru's life by disguising Śrī Ramanuja in the clothes of a lady. Similarly, Acharya, and didn't Kuresh get his eyes plucked out? And then Ramanuja Acharya restored his eyes. But yeah, similarly, Acharya Shankar was once attacked by a Kapalik sect, but Acharya Padmapada protected him. Thus, in every Acharya's pastimes, many kinds of calamities occur which serve to demonstrate his superhuman nature. And, on the other hand, the gradations of sevaks that become evident are lessons for the souls of this world. That is why I say, in such circumstances alone, the true measure of a sevak's inclination to serve is revealed. Translated from Śrī Gaudiya Patrika, Year 4, Issues 11 and 12, by Rays of the Harmonist Team for the book Kriti Ratna. Very powerful article, huh? Anyhow, so now it is 8:38. Oh my God, it's very late. If anybody needs to go now, Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you tomorrow. And now I'm going to go into the temple room and we will do an arti for my Paramgurudeva. Yeah. All right. And I think maybe, because it's going to get pretty late now, maybe we'll extend this program 2 days, and tomorrow we will read glorifications about Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. I think that might be nice. All right. 1 second, let me just... Oh, sorry. Okay. Whoa. One second, let me just... I'm just bringing this inside. Alright, I was just getting a place to put this. Oh, and I should put the words for the song on the screen so that you can follow along. Here, I'll just show you, this is our altar. Where should I put this? I'll put this on the table. 1 second. I'm gonna just... Alright, I'm just getting the words up on the screen so that you can sing along. Where is it? 2022. Gaudiya Giti Gochara. Big text. Oh no! Dang it. I think she's peeing on our the blanket I was sitting on. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Too late now. Okay. Okay. Just getting the words up on the screen. How does it go? Jaya, Jaya Gurudeva, Shri Bhakti Prajñāna. There it is. Okay, Suval's going to get it all set up. So in the meantime, I'll read the translation of this. This is the Arati song written by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. All glories to you, our divine master. Oh, actually, wait. My mridunga's back there. I think she just peed on the mridunga. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. I'll be right back. Wet mridunga. Wet with shambling. See, that's all. She peed on the mridunga. That's so weird. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so now let's read the translation. All glories to you, our divine master, Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja, whose supremely charming form delivers all suffering souls. You are the very embodiment of Vedanta and the annihilator of everything inauspicious. Sri Vedanta is a scripture of bhakti. This is your bold declaration. Upon the lamp of the Gaudiya Vedanta of the Śrī Govardhana-vāsa Samiti is a splendid light of Siddhanta. With that lamp, your arati is perpetually performed. The lamp is filled with the oil of the current of the conceptions flowing from Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. The 10 directions are sweetly aromatized by the incense of the moods of the followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. Your beautiful lotus face is simultaneously grave, due to your profound realization of all the scriptures, and soft by virtue of your deep compassion. Your beautiful bodily limbs vanquish the effulgence of molten gold. By your wearing the garments of a renunciate, the welfare of the universe is achieved. Sri Sajan, that's Srila Vāman Goswami Maharaj, fans you with a chamar, using various artistic styles, while Śrī Govardhana, that's my Śrīla Gurudev, sings very sweetly in a loud voice. All the devotees perform this immensely auspicious arati. The foolish Trivikram watches from afar. Jaya Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Jaya Gurudeva, Shri Bhakti Prajñāna Parama Mohanta Rupa Artha Vimochana Murti Manta Shri Vedanta Ashubhanashana Bhakti Granta Shri Vedanta Atava Vigoshana Vedanta Samiti Dipe Shri Siddhanta Jyoti Arati Tomara Tahi Hoilo आरती तुम्हारा ताहे होय निरवधि शिबिनोर धारा तोले दीप प्रपुरिता शिबिनोर धारा ताहे तोले दीप प्रपुरिता अरूपानुगा धूपे दाशा अधिकमुदिता रूपानुगा धूपे दाशा अधिकमुदिता सर्वशास्त्र सुगंभीरा करुणा कुमाला सर्वशास्त्र सुगंभीरा करुणा कोमाला जुगपत सुशोभना वदन कमाला जुगपत सुशोभना वदन कमाला स्वर्ण कांति विनिंदिता श्रीअंग शोभना सर्व कांति विनिंदिता श्रीअंग शोभना जतिवास परिधाने जगत कल्याण जतिवास परिधाने जगत कल्याण नाना छांदे सजना चामर दुलार नाना छांदे सजना चामर दुलार ओ नाना छांदे सजना चामर दुलार अघोर जान उच्च कांटे सुमधुर गाय गौर जान उच्च कांटे सुमधुर गाय सुमंगल निराजना करे भक्तगणा सुमंगल निराजना करे भक्तगणा दूरमति दूर होते देखे त्रिविक्रमा दूरमति दूर होते देखे त्रिविक्रमा जय जय गुरुदेव श्री भक्ति प्रज्ञान जय जय गुरुदेव श्री भक्ति प्रज्ञान परम मोहन रूप अर्थ विमोचन परम मोहन रूप अर्थ विमोचन जय भक्ति प्रज्ञान श्रील केशव गोस्वामी भक्ति प्रज्ञान श्रील केशव गोस्वामी जय भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी भक्ति प्रज्ञान जय केशव गोस्वामी जय भक्ति प्रज्ञान श्रील केशव गोस्वामी भक्ति प्रज्ञान श्रील केशव गोस्वामी जय भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी जय भक्ति प्रज्ञान श्रील केशव गोस्वामी जय पतित पावन परम गुरुदेव जय पतित पावन परम गुरुदेव जय स्वपाशर शिल परम गुरुदेव जय Swaparshara Śrīla Paramgurudeva Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Ki Dhari Shri Rādhā Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Śrī Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupar Rashata Rashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupar Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupar Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Rashata Rashata Shishimar Śrīla Bhakti Prajñāna Keśava Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Tadiya Shubha Tirubhav Titi Ki Jai Jai Nityalala Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaurkishora Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai Nityalala Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Śrī Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Śrī Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Śrī Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shāra Gosai Prabhu Ki Jai Śrī Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Śrī Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namachay Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जाय सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदत्त गिरिराज महाराज की जाय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जाय जय श्री अभिन्न वृंदावन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय जय श्री सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदत्त गिरिराज महाराज की जय जय श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय श्री कार्तिक व्रत नियम सेवा की जय दामोदर व्रत की जय ऊर्ज व्रत की जय ऊर्जेश्वरी रसेश्वरी श्री वृषभानु-नंदिनी श्रीमती राधा ठाकुरानी की जय जय श्री and today is Shri Murari Gupta ki jai Tadiya Shubha Thirubhav Titi I think I'll be wrong I don't know ki jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai Shri Sharadiya Ras Yatra ki jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Hare Krishna. Just 1 second. Kripa Sindhu Yo Vaishnavi Yo Namo Namaha. Huh? Acha. All right, so that's our program for today. It's 9 o'clock now, so I think this is a good time to end. I don't want to keep everybody too long. Tomorrow we will read articles, we'll read glorifications by, there's so many beautiful glorifications. It's by Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrīla Bhakti Kumud Santa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, different acharyas like that. And then also we'll read glorifications of Śrīla Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Shrivikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Tomorrow that will be our program. So let me, Dandavat Pranams, Satya Mataji, Jaya Shri Didi, Anadi Krishna Prabhu. Let's see who else is there. Oh, I'm just seeing Satya Mataji saying, where are Shishi, Radha, and Krishna? Okay, I'll give you darshan. I'll let you have darshan in our temple room. Actually, 1 second. Let me unplug this microphone. This is 1 second. All right. Here's darshan of our Ṭhakurji. Here. This is. See. There's Giriraj. See, there's Giriraj. All right. So thank you so much for joining. And let me just see who is there really quick. So Anadi Krishna Jai Shri Didi, Satya Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. And on YouTube and Facebook. Is anybody there still? Oh, shoot. Anyways, the screen just refreshed, and so I can't see all the comments. I see there are 8 devotees there, though. So Dandavat Pranams, everybody. I can't see the comment. Oh, wait. I see the comments on YouTube, but not on Facebook. So Dandavat Pranams, Taruni Gopi Didi, Janardhan Prabhu, Ganga Mataji, Shukada Mataji, Patita Pavani Didi, and who else is there? Janardhan Prabhu, and wow, so many comments. And all the devotees watching on Facebook. I can't see your names, unfortunately, because my screen refreshed. Hare Krishna. All right, Dandavat Pranams. See you all tomorrow. Is there anything anybody here wants to mention before I stop the stream for today? All right. So, Jai Shri Radhe. See you tomorrow. I hope you all have a very auspicious Kārtika vrata.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.